All right, I'm back with some more graphing of systems of linear equations. So we do have two equations here that we do need to rearrange and get situated in order to graph. So I am actually going to start off here with this first one because we have x on one side, y is on the other side, which is good, but we have this constant, this 3 over here that we need to get rid of, and then get rid of that -3 in front of it. What I am going to do is I'm just going to rewrite this equation just over so that it looks a little bit more consistent with y equals mx plus b. So I'm going to just do that. I'm just taking this side and putting it over here and the x putting it over here. So I want to get the 3 first over to the other side. So I'm going to get that over there so we can get the y by itself. Now again, when you bring this down, make sure that you don't forget that this is a -3y. And then over here, we've got the x minus 3. Now, our last step is to divide by -3 on all parts and get that y by itself. So we've got y is equal to, in this case, we don't have a number here, so we're going to put a 1 over this. 1 over -3 is going to be -1/3 x. And then -3 divided by -3 is a positive 1. Now I'm all set and I'm ready to graph. So we are going to start with the +1 as our y-intercept. And so we're going to go over here to the positive 1 and put a point right here on the graph. And then we're going to use that slope of -1/3. So that means I am going to go down 1 and then right 1, 2, 3. And I'm going to continue to go down 1, 1, 2, 3. Make sure that you're going all the way and using the entire graph on this first line because you do not know where the intersection point is going to be. I'm going to go back up here to the original starting value and I'm going to do the opposite. So I'm going to go up 1 but then left 3 and put a dot. So again, you want to make sure that you do a full line as the first one so you can graph the entirety of it. And then you know where you're going to be going in order to graph. So then you're going to connect your dots and make your, should be a straight line. And then you've got that line there. And now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to rearrange the second equation, which is in standard form. You have x and y on the same side. So I'm going to just rewrite this over here. So I've got some room to rearrange. And it's -6 over here. And so what I am going to do is just move that x over to the other side and get it so that it is situated. Again, this is a positive 3y this time. So when I bring it down, it's positive. I'm going to put the x first, so it's -x. This is a -6. And then we do our last step, which is to divide everything by the 3. Now the 3's are going to cancel each other out, leaving me with y equals. And then this is a negative, again, there's no number here, so we're going to put a -1 there. -1/3 x. And then -6 divided by a positive 3, which is a -2. Now, at this point, when you're looking at these two equations, you should notice is that our y-intercepts are different. One's -2 and the other one is a 1. But we do have the same slope, -1/3. So what that is telling me immediately off the top of my head, without doing any kind of work and finishing the graphing, with the same slope but different starting points, that means that they're going to end up being parallel. So if you remember that they have the same slopes but different starting values, then you know you're going to have parallel lines. They're not going to intersect, and so you won't have a solution. So let's take a look at it when we actually graph it so you can see the visual. -2 is where we start. So we're going to go down to -2, plot that point. And again, we do have a -1/3. So I'm going to go down 1/3. And again, what I normally say when you're doing this is you're graphing until you get closer to the line. Now, when I notice that, if I continue to go down 1/3, you're going to see that it's not getting any closer. And I go down 1, 1, 2, 3. So this one I'm actually doing all of it, but you can see that it's not getting closer that way. And even if I go up from here back to the starting point and I go up 1, 1, 2, 3 this way, it's still not getting any closer. Up 1, 1, 2, 3. And there's a reason for that. They are never going to intersect. So when you graph these, you can see they're parallel. So in this case, we would have a no solution answer. And if you want more questions like this, you can find them on my YouTube channel, Algebra, and check these out under the Systems of Linear Equations section.